Welcome to Chalk Talk, Danville Public Schools weekly news magazine. I'm Diane Locker, your host. As you can see, we're in a completely different place this week, and we're at the gym at GW High School, and we're here because it's that annual inspection for ROTC. This is something that happens every year where some outside person comes in and takes a look at our program. I'm going to start the program off talking with Commander Hitt. Now, Commander Hitt, annual inspection.
Yes, ma'am.
This is something that's done every year. Tell me a little bit about who comes and why they come.
Okay, every other year we are able to have an outside inspector come in to inspect our program.
Now, I thought it was every year an outside inspector came in, so I misspoke when I said that?
Well, technically every other year we get what we call our area manager to come in. And he's technically not an outside inspector. He knows our unit. He knows all. He's the area manager for Virginia, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. ROTC programs.
Now, is that the process we're going through this year?
No. This year we have what we call an outside inspector, and we get to have somebody outside of our ROTC program to actually come in and inspect our kids.
Now, what are they looking for?
Okay. They're looking to make sure that the uniforms are worn properly, the insignia is placed properly, the uniform is cleaned and pressed, the cadet has taken the care necessary to have a good appearance. They're also checking the bearing of the child. They will normally ask a question or two and maybe even carry on a small conversation to check that cadet's bearing.
One thing I want to talk about is your program in general in JROTC, and I think that as we look here today, it looks very military. The things that you just explained are sort of maybe like passing in review in the military. But there's something I think that's much more important about this program than its military aspects, and that is leadership. Talk to me a little bit about how that plays into our program here at GW.
Well, the program is designed and put into place by United States Congress, and the whole reason is to instill a better understanding and appreciation for citizenship and leadership qualities in young people today. So that's why the program, either our program or any other program, Army, Air Force, Marine Corps, in any high school, they all have the same charter, and that is to increase the students' appreciation of citizenship and leadership.
I have interviewed many of the students in the past, and they're not all looking towards going to the military. Is that true of most of the children that come into this program?
That's correct. They are not obligated to go into the military. Of all the kids that come into our program and stay with us for 4 years, we have about a 50% rate of kids that go into the military and 50% that go to college and pursue other careers. So that's just about how it is for us.
I would think that they would be well prepared to take either path once they've gone through the ROTC program.
Oh, sure, they would. And we have some cadets that have gone on to college and actually have pursued military careers after college as well.
I'd like for you now to help me introduce a new person here to our ROTC program, not a student.
Hi, I'm Chief Brian Tillett, USN retired.
Now, Chief, what is your position? What is your purpose here in our ROTC program?
I'm the enlisted leader, the senior naval science instructor for GWROTC. I assist Commander Hitt with our NS1s, or our Naval Science 1 students.
You're talking all that military talk, all this N and 1 and 2. Now, you are just recently active duty, weren't you?
Yes, I just recently retired here in April, and I came to George Washington right after my retirement.
So you bring with you some fresh, new experience.
I do. I was in expeditionary forces, and I kind of bring that attribute along with fresh naval knowledge because things change on a yearly basis.
Isn't that the truth in everything? Who is this young lady standing here?
Good morning. How are you? I'm the CO, Cadet Lieutenant Commander Raven Chapman.
Now, when you say you are the CO, what does that mean?
It stands for Commanding Officer.
Of the entire
unit. Yes, ma'am.
And you will be the commanding officer all year?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Now, what grade level are you?
I'm a senior this year at GW.
We're going to turn around here and let you look at that camera. You're a senior here at GW?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. What happens next year? What are your plans?
I plan on going to college and either pursuing a career in nursing to become a nurse anesthetist, or I plan on pursuing a career in accounting, and anything in the accounting field I would love to do because I really have taken on to accounting and all its inner workings and understandings.
I love that somebody can do that. I have a hard time adding, so I'm not going to fool with that type of stuff. How long have you been in ROTC?
This is my 4th year in ROTC.
4th year. Tell me what you feel is the most important thing you've gotten out of being in this program.
I think the most important thing of ROTC, not just personally at GW, but just in general, is the leadership factor and the experience of being with all of these kids and being able to gain something from every single one of them, whether you know them on a personal level or whether you just see them as an acquaintance. You get to lead somebody and show them the way to do something and how to teach somebody something new and watching them grow in the unit and in the program.
Now, are you still doing the thing where maybe once a week you come in uniform to school? Do you still have that practice?
Yes, ma'am. We do that every week unless we have a half day or any kind of other event going on where we might have to wear it the day before or the day after to keep it clean.
What's that like for you to come in this very impressive uniform?
I love it, especially when it's service dress blues. That's the black uniform, but it's a smaller cadet version. And you know, you're walking down the hallway and got your medals on and you're jingling and you're shining, and everybody's just, they can hear you coming down the hallway, and everybody's just like, oh, that's them. So I really do like it. Not just the fact that you get the attention, but to know that you have all these ribbons and medals and you work for them and you earned them, and to be able to show them off and show somebody that, hey, I don't just walk around in uniform. I actually earned this uniform. I respect ROTC, I respect the Navy, and I respect myself enough to walk around proud and to show off what I've earned and show everybody what you can do and what you can really be in high school.
You're obviously a great spokesman for the program. If you were to walk in and see a freshman coming in tomorrow, and that freshman was trying to decide what they wanted to do, why would you tell them to get involved in ROTC?
I would tell them because it's not just you have to wear the uniform every Wednesday and you're going to go in the military and it's this, that. It's we're going to yell at you, we're going to make you run. It's more of a chance to experience something different. You never get an experience like ROTC and anything else. In band, you can play an instrument, orchestra, you can play an instrument, but you'll never have the connections of being in a unit, working with a platoon to know, hey, when we do our platoon competition, we have athletics, we have events where you actually have to be one and work as a unit and communicate, not just being able to be around somebody long enough to tolerate them, but to be able to work with somebody and get something done.
That sounds a lot like teamwork, and the importance of teamwork and what's going to happen once you leave school and how important that is. You are an excellent spokesman, and thanks for spending some time with me. Commander, now, tell me what's supposed to happen for the rest of the day.
Okay. We've just finished the inspection part of our day. We are going to award some very deserving cadets a ribbon, an inspection ribbon, for those that have stood out from the others. After that, we are going to put on a short drill demonstration, and then we're going to have our pass and review to honor the inspector, the inspecting officer, and then we're going to dismiss the unit.
And you'll be heading up all of this, won't you?
Yes, ma'am. And then we'll go into the classroom and we'll give the inspecting officer a brief, show him what our unit is and what we do and what it's basically about. And then we'll have our comments.
Then take a rest.
Yes, hopefully.
What we're going to do now is we're going to take a short break. Be sure to come back after the break because that's when you're going to see all of the activity that goes on here, and maybe we'll get the opportunity to talk to the gentleman that has come in to do the inspection today. So be sure and stay with us and come back after the break.
Hello everyone, my name is Alexandra Reddy and I'm the Beta Club president here at Galileo Magnet High School. Let me tell you about Beta Club. Beta Club is a national academic club that focuses on community service. And in fact, our motto is let us lead by serving others. So every month, the Beta Club here at Galileo completes a service project for our community and also for our school. And then in February, we travel to the state convention where we compete with other schools in the areas of English, science, social studies, talent competitions, and it's a really awesome experience. But I also have the honor of being the Virginia State Beta Club president, an election that I won back in February at the convention. So this means that I have to travel to at least 2 other state conventions this year. There's North Carolina, South Carolina, all across the country that I am able to travel to. So I'm very blessed to be the state president, and I'm excited for what the year holds and making Galileo proud and making Virginia Beta proud.
Hello, my name is J.D. Edmonds, and this is my wife,
Janine Edmonds.
I am the Barnum Booster President, and I'm encouraging all you parents to get involved with your child's education, get involved with the community, and show your support for your kids' school.
Continue to be that bridge between the community, school, and family.
If you're just joining us, we're at GW High School in the gym, and we're here because of the ROTC program is having their annual inspection. And in the first half of the show, I talked with Commander Hitt, and in the second half, what we're going to do is going to kick off the activities that go from this point. But I want to start here with David King, because David is the inspector that came from outside. Now, David, you are local, aren't you?
Yes, I teach. I'm the senior Army instructor at Tunstall High School. So I teach Army Junior ROTC there.
Now, when we have this annual inspection, I noticed that when I was talking with Commander Hitt earlier, you're walking around and you're talking to the cadets. What are you looking for, and what kind of questions are you asking?
Well, I try to put them at ease. I'll ask them what grade they're in. I'm interested in what their future plans are, because now's the time they need to start looking ahead. And that kind of puts them at ease. I'll ask them their grade. I'll ask them what their plans are after school. A number of them plan to go to college, so I'll tell them that, good time to start. Some of them want to go in the military, and so we've had students that said they want to go in the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy today. So I'm looking to see if they're thinking ahead. I also ask them about leadership. What have they learned about leadership in JROTC? Ask them what their favorite aspect is of junior ROTC.
How did you find our cadets?
I was impressed. I'm used to looking at Army uniforms, so it was an educational experience for me. I have no idea in a lot of ways what the Navy ranks are. I have to, I'm very familiar with Army ranks. That's easy for me. But it was a privilege to be here because I learned something new quite a bit.
We have an impressive unit.
You do.
And thanks for being here. Now, Commander Hitt, now we start the actual, let's say, ceremonial part of this program, correct?
That's correct. Colonel King will award some of our more deserving cadets recognition for having an outstanding uniform. Following that, we will have a short drill demonstration, and then we'll have our time-honored pass and review to honor the inspecting officer.
Thank you. And I want to say to you, if I don't get a chance to talk again, welcome to GW High School.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
Let's get started with the ceremonies now.
What you've seen so far is an inspection of the troops, so to speak. The inspecting officer squared off in front of each one of these cadets, check their uniform over, make sure it looks good, everything is placed properly, the uniform is clean, the uniform is pressed, and so on and so forth. The inspecting officer also usually asks them some kind of a question. It could be an official question, it could be a chain of command question, it could be just a general question. And that is designed to make them, number one, relax just a little bit. We don't need anybody passing out on us, okay? But it's also a check of their bearing. We awarded some cadets, some very deserving cadets, a personal appearance ribbon for those that were outstanding in their uniforms. Now we're going to have a short drill demonstration. We have what we call unarmed platoon. And as you can see over here off to my left is our platoon all lined up just about ready to go. They're going to, like I said, perform a short drill demonstration for you and for the inspecting officer. My operations officer, Cadet Chief Petty Officer Jamil Farrell is the commander. And without further ado,
Now what we have for you is our pass and review. And the pass and review is a time-honored military tradition of the entire unit marching in unison around the gymnasium, rendering honors to the inspecting officer. Again, everybody that came out to support us, I'd like to say thank you very much. And and have a good rest of the day.